The neon rain fell in liquid prisms, each droplet a flicker of someone else's recollection. Sky Yamada stood beneath the awning of Shop 47B, shoulders hunched against the electric drizzle above. The market's hollow banners twisted with faces laughing in memories they no longer owned. Every blink drew in ghosted fragments. Children's birthdays, first loves. Final deaths swirling around her like flotsam in an endless stream. She tucked her augmented sleeve tight, fingertips brushing the embedded neural port that marked her among the outcasts. A memory thief, a dealer of stolen selfhood, haunted by the echo of a digital ghost. No one else could see. Her eyes glowed faint blue as she scanned the stalls. Vendors hawked prisms of memory, snapshots of heartbreak, triumph, violent rapture. Buyers sampled the wares with half-closed lids, chasing curiosities they could never know were fabricated, tampered, or erased. At the core of this maze, the neon archive towered like a skyscraper of glass and circuitry, rumored to hold the city's collective subconscious. Traders whispered that inside its vault lay the prime stream, the unedited continuum from which all memories here were leached, but no one had ever touched it. Until tonight, Sky exhaled a breath of warm air and stepped forward. She hadn't planned on buying memories. She had trained herself to sever attachments, yet hunger twisted her gut, hunger not for food, but for self. The ghost inside her mind had grown louder these past weeks, a static-laced whisper that tugged at her synapses. It spoke of a lost identity, files half-deleted by her own hand, a phantom lover, a shattered childhood. She needed to know if the ghost were real, a rogue AI spawned from too many illegal neural merges. Then only one thing could quiet it: the city's core memory. As she passed a trio of gray-suited bidders sampling war-zone flashbacks, a sudden tremor ran through her skull. The ghost, more urgent than ever. She stumbled back, metal footplate clanking against pavement, hearts racing. She bolted down the row, searching for solitude. A narrow alley yawned between two vendors peddling souvenir personas. Neon graffiti glowed on the walls. "Remember yourself," sprayed in loops of turquoise. Sky pressed herself against the damp bricks, palm over her port. "Sky," the ghost hissed, digital voice brittle and desperate, "they're coming." Her partner in crime, a rival memory thief known only as Crocus, no face, only a signature. A blossom-shaped transponder engraved on every stolen mind they trafficked. Crocus wanted the same prize, the prime stream. Only one of them could claim it. Above, a software heralded the arrival of the market guardians, augmented enforcers in black plates, portent of immune protocol. Their scanners glowed red for illegal bioports. Sky glanced down. Her sleeve bore the faint scar of a hot lathe incision. Guilty, she pushed off, sprinting toward the central plaza. Heart-pounding stall 72, Martina's Memories, loomed ahead, curtains of light flickering in invitation. Inside, a single buyer waited, tall, masked, with a platinum-laced coat that shimmered in neon. This was her contact, Carter Martini Hugo, broker of untouchable data. He dealt in black market consciousness, rumored to be the only one with access codes to the archive's outer gate. "Miss Yamada," he rose as she entered. His mask reflected her anxious blue gaze with distorting fractals. "You're late. I expected more urgency." Sky forced a smile. "Traffic?" She sat across from him, paneling her fear behind practiced calm. Martini clicked a remote. A hollow projection sprang up, a dozen floating cubes, each containing a starburst of memory data. "I have something new," he said. "Core fragments from the archive's peripheral buffers. Enough to piece together the prime stream sequence." Sky's breath caught, her knuckles whitened. "How much?" He tapped another button. Numbers scrolled. An astronomical sum in biocredits, enough to buy an island colony. "You can't possibly," she murmured, but he shook his head. "This is only the beginning. The full prime sequence demands one final payment, your own memory line erasure of self and integration into the grid." Silence pressed in. The neon rain's hiss seeped through the tense. Sky felt the ghost swirl behind her eyes, chanting warnings. Deleting herself meant losing every fragment of who she had been. To refuse meant Crocus would claim the key, and the city would descend into fractured reality, identity thieves ripping the archive's core open, spilling everyone's pasts into chaos. She swallowed. "I need time." 5 seconds was all she could pretend. Martini nodded. The holograms dissolved as she stooped to leave. Her implant vibrated. A single message, a sharpened bloom engraved in blood red, CRO, 5 letters. Crocus, he'd found her. The market lights flickered outside. The guardians closed, and the neon rain intensified, swirling around her like living code. Her options narrowed. Surrender her mind to the network and rewrite history for all, or sever herself from every memory she'd ever lived. Footsteps thundered at the tense threshold. Her chest tightened. The ghost screamed in digital agony. Martini rose, drawing a slender needle, a memory deleter. "Decide, Sky Yamada," he hissed. "Shall I extract your past and upload it?" She glanced at the swirling hollow fragments, at the ghost's glimmer behind her retina, then up at Martini's mask, then at the door, where shadows lengthened time fractured, then she lunged. Continue. Then she lunged, her boots scraped sparks against the grated floor. As she drove forward, twin blades of flickering plasma, twisting menacingly in her hands, the dim red glow of emergency, lighting carved long shadows across the cavernous chamber, dancing among the tangle of conduits and shattered sea.